That's my question of the day, man. Who's controlling the sheep? I know it's these sheep out here, man. Right? It's Friday. The week is over. TGIF, man. Who controls the narratives now, man? Who controls the narratives now, man? Please don't tell me you think it's the sheep, man. I'm gonna drop some fire content today, like I do every day, but today especially, because I see how a lot of my receipts have changed up the narratives this week, man. That's why I said, who controls the narratives, man? Not these guys with these platforms that can be bought. You know, if your platform, if your platform is already purchased, right? Can you really control a narrative, right? If your platform is already purchased, right? It already owns your platform, right? Can the platform control the narrative? I think not. I think not. And the reason why I think not is because, like I said, your platform is already compromised. We seen that this week. Who controls narratives, man? Now they can come on here and pretend, but there's police in Manhattan, right? Yeah, shout out to the Woo, man. Yeah, yeah, that's Ray Kwan's balls, man. Y'all remember them balls? I think that's incarcerated Scorsese. He was like, "There was mad police in It is. It's mad police in Manhattan, right? But who controls the narratives, man? Who controls it, man? Not deep, man. Listen, if you are somebody that is a follower, you're a groupie, you can never control the narrative, man. You know that, right? As a groupie, as a grown man groupie, you can never control the narrative. You're not a, you're listen, you are the narrative. Right? You are the narrative, man. Who controls the narratives now, man? It's mad police in Manhattan, right? Who controls the narratives, man? Is it Mr. No Views? Come on now. I think right now, if we talking about sheep and wolves and alpha predators and prey, man, the source is making moves right now, man. Right? Because I can tell you, and I'm a post my receipts probably tomorrow. Maybe I post something today, but I want the fights to play out. I want a lot of stuff to play out because I'm going to show you my narratives. Who controls the narratives? With my narratives, right? Because I control my own narratives, man. That's why I said, who controls the narratives? What has your content sparked, right? Yeah, my presence is so godly and with God, I don't even have to be in the room to have my presence felt. And I showed that this week. Right? What do those guys say? Hamdulillah, right? Ishmaelah, right? I showed that this week, right? My narratives, my content has sparked many things. They're not going to admit it, but I got the receipts to prove it once again. So who controls the narratives, man? Who controls the narratives, man? I can't wait to Saturday night now. I can't wait to see the two African brothers clash, man. F.A. Ajambe, yo, I think he's gonna get stopped, but he's on some shit, man. He's down there in Saudi. He's talking real spicy to the Congo gorilla. The Congo gorilla. That's what I call big. The rebirth of George Foreman. You know, big Broccoli. That's gonna be a clash, man. But he thinks he could do something to Broccoli, man. But yo, listen. If studies prove to be right, and what Broccoli did to one of his stablemates, right? I think he's gonna do it to him too. Daniel, what's going on, man? Happy Friday, man. Right? Happy Friday. But I'm so eager to see that fight because they was on some tribal warfare, man. Those is two African brothers, man. You know what I mean? I was like, see, a lot of y'all ain't gonna get that, catch that, because, like I said, y'all don't control no narratives. Y'all been sheep, man. You know, it's a lot of sheep in this game, man. That's why I'm me personally, man. I don't like sheep. You know, I don't like sheep because sheep are followers, right? Yo, listen, I love to eat sheep and curry goat and all of that, right? That's why I don't like them, man. Because if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat them. Chuck, what up, man? Smash the like button. There you go. Right? I'm gonna eat a sheep, man. You heard? Yo, and I'm telling you, it's mad police in Manhattan, man. It's a lot of sheep in Manhattan right now, man. That's why, yo, listen, the police now protect and serve, man. They out there protecting the sheep, man. Yeah, protect and serve, man. You heard? It's a lot of sheep, man. But I'm not a sheep, man. I don't listen, man. I never been a sheep, man. Because I already knew, right? Growing up, sheep are followers, man. Right? Look, the sheep be in heavy numbers, right? It'd be the sheep and the shepherd, right? The shepherd is a dog, right? How could one dog, right? Right? Y'all know about the sheep and the shepherd, right? A shepherd is a dog. Yo, one dog, right? This is who controls the narratives, right? Yo, one dog can control all the sheep. Who controls the narratives, y'all? Listen, if it takes one dog to control the sheep, who controls the narratives, man? Yeah, who controls the narratives? Hold on, I'm gonna look at your comment in a second, man. I appreciate that you said I like. Right? Who controls the narratives, man? Not the sheep, man. A sheep can never control a narrative, man. Because a sheep is a follower, man. All you gotta do is give a sheep some food, right? Oh, man. Yeah, you niggas are sheep, man. I swear, man. A sheep is a follower, man. Right? The shepherd. You know, the shepherd, man. The dog. He's controlling the narrative, man. Or should I say the guy with the gun, right? Because look, you can have money, right? But a lot of times, guys that have money, what do they have to do, right? You have to protect that, right? Right? You have to protect that. The sheep had to get the shepherd and to protect them, right? All of their numbers, they had to have a shepherd to be protected. So who controls the narrative? The protection. Who's the protection? Right? The muscle, right? Who controls the narrative, man? Right? We seeing that this week, man. We seeing it, man. A lot of these so-called influencers, man, they got exposed, man. That's why, they asked us, man, you coming out? I was like, nah, I'm good, man. It was like, why? Man, this is a big event. I said, who's saying it's a big event? It's a big event. How? I remember this hating, jealous nigga used to always try to tell me, this is just, all these jealous fans on niggas say, oh, Yo, he don't cover the big events. But what's the actual big event? See? See, it's all about the perception. You're a sheep. You're a jealous, hating sheep, right? That doesn't cover nothing. You don't do nothing. So, if you do absolutely nothing, and how you try to downplay somebody that does something and say, oh, you don't cover the big events. What is a big event? See? Your perception is a follower, a sheep, right? Any event is big. Anything that you do and covering that you deem to cover is a big event. Now, this to me, right here, and we see it, right? That what's going on out there, I called it the circus. You know why I called it the circus? And it's showing that it's the circus. Because you have 3 fighters who are supposed to be superstars, big draws, but yet they're going to fight in the middle of Times Square, which is unprecedented. But it's exposing the fact that all of these guys are headliners that are supposed to be packing out arenas and venues. And they're only going to fight in front of 200 people. I don't even think they paid for the tickets. It's a smoke screen. It's a facade. And the guy, Turkey's over there, right? Turkey's not in New York, right? Was Turkey in New York? Turkey and his peoples put all the money up. He's not even in New York. He gathered a lot of the fighters. Listen, everybody's in town. Probably more is in town right now. He gathered all his ambassadors. They're all there. They're all there. Turkey is the wolf. The rest of these guys are the sheep. There's a lot of sheep right now. That's why I said there's mad police in Manhattan. The sheep. All the sheep is out there. Where's the wolf? Where's Turkey? Turkey is the wolf. Turkey is in his country, right? He got Canelo, the biggest star in boxing, right? In his country, right? This boxing week, if you think about it, man, it's a lot. Then who controls the narratives, right? The narratives are being pushed out right in front of our faces, but who's controlling the narratives, man? Right? Turkey is the controller. He's a wolf. He's a wolf, right? He has the money, right? These other guys over here are the sheep, man. They're the sheep, man. But this fight week, like I said, tongue-tied this one. I try to drink that water. It's significant. My God, look. I was about to say niggas because you niggas is jealous. It signifies the change. The change has come already, right? You got Monster. The power from the East had to come over. He's fighting in Vegas, right? He's fighting in Vegas. Y'all talking about, oh, the tickets ain't selling, but he's fighting in Vegas in the arena. Canelo was fighting in the Sands, in an arena. And the young stars, the ones that we have been told, the Devin Haney era, the Takeover, Ryan Garcia, are fighting outdoors in the middle of Times Square. And they hype this up to be the unprecedented event. But why aren't they fighting in the Madison Square Garden to a sold out 20,000, 19,000? Why aren't they? Because they are not the narrative. So who controls the narrative? Right? They did, listen, the Manhattan Center, right? They opened the Manhattan Center up for free for the public, right? Why did you have the fights there? Yeah, you should have just had the fights there. They probably would have sold that out quick. That's not a big venue. But instead, you use the Manhattan Center to gather the people to come to Thirsties, right? The followers, the sheep. Yesterday, the Manhattan Center was packed, right? It was a spectacle, right? Everybody, look. This is how you know the narrative, the wolves that control the narratives, and the fake influences. Yes, I said it. The fake influences, the sheep, control nothing. That whole ceremonial weigh-in was flooded out. And that's exactly what it was, a ceremonial weigh-in. Because we watched these guys weigh in at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning. But yet, the sheep came out in flocks to congregate to watch a weigh-in, a ceremonial weigh-in. Ceremonial, listen to these words. Ceremonial. And they asked me why I wouldn't cover, I'm not going. Because I know the game now, man. Who's controlling the narrative? Why am I going to go cover something and I can't even pay to go watch it live? If I wanted to go live, and that's what I was explaining this to my daughter, right? She wanted to go. I was like, nah, we're good. We'll go to fights. Don't worry. We got something on the schedule. But I was like, you can't even pay to go to the fight as a fan. As a fan. If you are a fan of Devin Haney, if you are a fan of Teofimo Lopez, if you are a fan of Ryan Garcia, you can't even pay to go watch them fight live this weekend. But they want us to believe that these guys are the superstars, the draws, but their fans could not pay or purchase a ticket to watch them fight tonight. Their fans. And I was breaking this down yesterday. I was breaking this down yesterday. I was breaking this down yesterday. How these guys all are supposed to be draws, right? They're supposed to be big draws, right? Headliners, you know, that's what was pushed. 3 main events. Yes, it's 3 main events, but only for 200 people that was selected, right? 200 people that was selected. But what about their fans? Yeah, what about their fans, right? They're paying fans, the fans that want to pay to watch them. You can't even go watch them. So do they really have paying fans? Do they really have paying fans, right? Now everybody's talking about how the tickets ain't selling for Monster in Vegas and Canelo and all, but these guys are fighting in the arena, man. These guys are fighting in the arena. Now it's all good, Gumbo. It's all good. These guys are fighting in the arena. These guys are actually fighting somewhere outside, right? Literally outside in the arena where you could have, if you had your money, right, and you wanted to go see Canelo, you could have went and purchased a ticket and went to Saudi and watched him. If you had your money and you want to watch the Monster, you could have purchased a ticket and went to Vegas and T-Mobile as fans of those two fighters. Now, as fans of Devin Haney, as fan of Teofimo Lopez, as a fan of Ryan Garcia, if you are in the New York City area, Manhattan exactly, 42nd Street, Midtown, that's considered Midtown Manhattan, you can't even purchase a ticket to go see your fighter. But it showed this week, Devin Haney was booed. Bill, they were booed, man. They were booed, right? But it's the Devin Haney era. But the Devin Haney era fans who allowed their fighter to be booed, did not show up to the Manhattan Center for the press conference nor the ceremonial weigh-in. These two things were free. Free. Who controls the narrative? See, all of these dudes are sheep. Your favorite influencer is a sheep with no motion. No motion. How did the fans of these fighters, especially Devin Haney, he's supposed to have a good following in New York, right? Where was his fans at? They did not come out for him for free, for his press conference, nor his weigh-in. So I see what's going on. That is why they are fighting in the middle of Times Square for free, right? They're fighting for free because as a paying consumer, you can't even purchase a ticket to go to the fight. Who controls the narratives? Not these fake influencer sheep. They control nothing. They was all gathered out there. They put, look, that room, right, yesterday, right? Who controls the narratives, right? That was a ceremonial weigh-in. And what it was good in the fact that you see Mike Tyson and T-Bud, Terrence is a savage. He wanted to slap a bitch and all of this shit, right? All these guys, they gathered all of them in, right? They gathered all of them in for this. It's unprecedented. Turkey. He brought in all of his ambassadors. There's more coming today, right? But my whole thing is Devin Haney's a star. Teofimo's a star. Ryan Garcia's a star with their own fan bases. But yet their fan bases wasn't given the opportunity to show that they was their fans to purchase a ticket to their fight tonight. Why is that? Because you know why that is? Because it's all smoke and mirrors. All these guys that sit online discussing boxing respectfully don't support boxing. They don't go. Devin Haney's fans, right? The LDBC especially, right? Some of your guys, leaders, gathered. You know what they was given? A chicken and a biscuit, right? I control that narrative, right? They're not gonna give me my flowers, but they don't need to, because I'm a taker. I'm Shaka. I take mine in blood. I soon come for you, right? A handful of their leaders were fed. They were fed, right? But I controlled that because I said, damn, what the fuck is going on? Where your men's at? You turned them niggas into grown groupies. Grown groupies. I got the receipts. If I want to put the content together, I'll have the team put it together and put it out. The moment I spoke on certain things, shit got into play. I control the narratives. I control the narratives. You know why? Because I have my own platform. And my platform is not compromised, right? These niggas is fake influencers, fake everything. They control nothing. Just like these so-called fighters that are supposed to be superstars that their fans can't even pay to go see them fight. So who's controlling the narratives, man? Why did they have all of the events at a venue open to the public? The Manhattan Center is right there in the heart of Times Square. But yet the fights tonight, this afternoon, you didn't want to have it at the Manhattan Center? Right? And where was the Devin Haney supporters at, man? If these guys who were at dinner with Bill have a real audience and followers and people that listen to him, where were your peoples at? Why wasn't the people that listened to you push the narratives for Devin? Why wasn't they in the building? Right? Devin was booed all week, man. He was booed all week. You know where they was at? They was online. They was online in people's chats. They was online, right? They should have been on the line at the Manhattan Center. It was free. It was free. The Manhattan Center was free all week, open to the public. But they was online instead of being on the line. And that's why these guys aren't fighting in no venues, because the people that sit around and talk about them, debate about them, argue about them, that's all they do is sit online. They don't go online. They not going online. They not buying no tickets. They not doing nothing. Hopefully y'all are catching the source. Who controls the narratives, man? Definitely not these niggas that's sitting online, not getting to no motion. He said, Bill took them out to dinner. Blue asked him on live yesterday, you taking us out to eat? Yo, they're sheep, bro. They're sheep. They're sheep. Bill didn't take them out to dinner. I took them out to dinner. Fuck you talking about? I took them out to dinner because I exposed Bill. I exposed Bill. Somebody that nobody watches, right? Somebody that nobody watches, right? Fuck out of here. Just like I take everything that I take because I'm a taker. I took them niggas out to dinner, right? Right? And I got the receipt right here to prove it real quick, right? I took, look, and I'm gonna talk to them how they talk to you niggas on this internet. I took those monkeys. I took those monkeys out to dinner, right? I got the receipts right here, and I'm gonna put out some more content throughout the day. But I got the receipts right here. I took those monkeys. I took those monkeys out to dinner, right? Because that's what they are. They're all monkeys, right? That's what they told. That's what they call people, right? Monkeys, right?
In today's video, we dive into Epic status and savvy content strategies.
I don't know what that was. I took those monkeys out, right? Because, see, I pointed out the obvious, right? I pointed out the obvious how...
Join us as we dive into thrilling events with dynamic commentary. Join us as we dive into thrilling event coverage and lively commentary.
How... Remember this, right? What did I say on Wednesday? I think Tuesday morning, Wednesday, I forget. I think it was Wednesday morning when I pointed out the obvious, right? I said, damn, that nigga was in the bleachers. Well, Gumbo said he was in the bleachers. Shout out to Gumbo, right? But I was like, yo, he had his homie in the bleachers. That's a bad look, right? Now, if I didn't say nothing, the mindless zombie sheep, it would have been all good. But I pointed out like, damn, you niggas don't even move right. You niggas ain't even moving right. How's this man in the bleachers? Why is he? He was supposed to be right there next to you. And what happened? He turned into a motherfucking cameraman. Yeah. And I told y'all that. Now next, print up some fake pay stubs for them niggas, man. Get some fake pay stubs, man, that they got paid. You know what I'm saying? Show some fake pay stubs now, right? That they got paid. They received a check. Make us mad. I want to see that they was on payroll. I want to see that they got really paid for their services. Fuck getting the meal. Fuck getting the meal. Show me them getting a pay stub, man. Show me them niggas getting a pay stub, man. You heard? And then I'll chill. Once I see them niggas getting the pay stub, I'll be like, you know what? Y'all earned it. I don't care they got taken out to dinner and all of that, because I made that happen. I exposed how, like, damn, this nigga's in the bleachers, man. Why is he not on the floor? Right? He was supposed to be on the floor, man. When you crashed the media workout, he was supposed to be right there how he was yesterday, following behind you like Brownie. He was like Brownie. I thought that was Brownie and Daffy, right? That's how, when I walk my dogs, you ever see when I walk my dogs and they be on my side, right? That's what Bill was. Bill, I told you, man, Bill is the shepherd, right? Them niggas is the sheep. Those are his sheep. That's his flock, man. How is the content looking now, man? Let me see what the guy is saying. He said, Gumbo 78 Sports ain't make the trip. Bill don't fuck with him no more. Nah, you know what it is? 7-8 would have came. But, man, 7-8 is like respectfully. I say this respectfully. He's a big sucker. He like he gets nervous around people. It's too much going on in Manhattan. But you would have been good, nigga. It's mad police in Manhattan, nigga. You would have been safe. You would have been safe, man. These niggas, this nigga's on here, man. Yeah, did you see that nigga say, oh, it was a shooting right down? Like, nigga, stop lying, man. These niggas is storyteller weirdos, man. Storyteller weirdos, man. Yo, Times Square is probably one of the safest places in the world, man. It's not the old Times Square. You know how many cameras is out there, how many police is out there? That's one of the safest places in the world, man. You said it. There you go. Look, Gumbo know. But he would have been good, man. Yo, he would have been good. I'm gonna pull up to the door. You know me. I'll pull up to the door. He would have been good, man. You know why he would have been good? Cause like I said, if he came to Brooklyn, he was in Brooklyn scared to death, and when he came to Brooklyn for the April fight last year, he was good, man. But see, it is Manhattan. There's so much going on. But he would have been all right, man. Them niggas was following behind Bill, right? Yeah. Look, shout out to Danny, right? Danny, formerly of the Boxing Voice. He's with Devin. Yeah, them niggas was following behind Bill, right? That's how you know them niggas is bozos, man. Those is Bill's bozos, man. Yeah, they with Bill, but they supposed to be covering Dev. Yo, is Bill getting in the ring tonight to fight? Yo, Charlie, how about them Knicks? How about them Knicks? Yeah.
Cat is soft.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. They were like, he must have been happy they won because if they didn't, everybody would have got on him.
Oh yeah. It took it off of him. Yeah.
You know, listen, I don't know about Boston.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but we there. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
On to the Nets.
Let me tell you what, Brunson's the real deal.
Oh yeah, he's the truth. Iceman.
Dude, I know how you fucking scored that basket.
Iceman.
His fucking feet didn't even move.
Yeah, Iceman.
I'm watching that. I'm going, don't just fucking see that shot.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Iceman.
you know, listen, the only thing that keep getting me scared in Detroit is that they do get the first 2 quarters and then they shit the bed in the third and they got to catch up in the fourth.
Yeah.
With Boston, you can't do that.
I know.
You know, I mean, Dibs did that crappy call the other night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, playing those guys that ain't played in weeks.
It's not like, I can understand if you're already in the playoffs
Yeah.
and you want to give your boys a rest.
Yeah.
That's when you play those guys.
Yeah.
You don't put them in fucking goddamn
Yeah,
playoffs.
not in the crunch. Not in the crunch. Man. It's time now.
I'm sitting, I'm watching, I'm going, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. That was it. But man, Brunson is the man.
Let me tell you what, it's funny, because I was listening to the radio last night when I was here, and some of the radios, like, let me tell you, you have not seen a leader like that on the team. They said, since you.
Yeah.
Who takes it on his shoulders.
Yeah, decades, man.
Nothing against Spree, nothing against all the other guys, Chad.
He wants the ball. That's the Mamba mentality.
Dude,
that's the Mamba
100%.
mentality.
And you know what the funniest thing? Could you imagine if he was a bigger guy?
Oh man, yeah. If he was Cat, it would be Ewing all over again.
And let me tell you something.
It'd be Patrick.
I'm like, dude, you're a big fucking dude.
Yeah, it'd be Patrick all over.
Honestly, he's like, when I look, he reminds me of fucking Charles Smith.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, don't talk about him. That guy right there.
You know, so funny. I got that funny, Shalom. I was saying to my girl once last year after I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm getting so pissed off. This night, I'm getting fucking. I say I have self-nightmares of Charles Smith.
Yeah,
She
Charles.
goes,
God.
"Who's Charles Smith?" And I show her, and she was like, "Oh, I said nightmares."
Yeah, me too. He's a Connecticut guy too, man. He's from Connecticut, right up there.
Yeah, but when I'm watching Cat, I'm like,
man.
dude,
That was
you
the
were
worst.
big.
Yeah, we would have won the championship that year, man.
Dude, that 100%.
All he had to do was dunk it, 7-footer, man.
But I'm saying, you look at a guy like Cat's a big dude.
Yeah, 7-footer.
And you're sitting there, and I'm going, how do you not want the ball?
Yeah. Now some guys don't have it, man. You gotta have that George Gervin Iceman in your veins, man. Brunson got it, man. That's why when he made those 2 big shots the other day in Detroit, to me it was shocking.
Listen, like I said, and then when he got hurt, I'm like, fuck, now I'm like it's like Indiana all over again. But I'll tell you what, like it's he is. Listen, even if I hope we get out of Boston.
Yeah.
Even if we don't, I gotta tell you the truth. That guy, his number will be retired in those rafters.
Yeah. He's the man. He's the truth, man. The biggest blessing we got, man.
You know, in fact, I heard guys last night. They're like, I can't believe we got rid. I heard guys that said, I can't believe we got rid of Randall DiVincenzo. We got these 2 fucking meatballs.
I know his dad, Brunson's dad, is like, yo, man, my son is the man.
And
his dad was a good player, role player.
And
I like that, but his son is just like, damn.
And the thing is this, is that, and you hate to say shoulda, coulda, woulda, can you imagine what this team would have been like with DiVincenzo and Randall if they were healthy?
Yeah.
Totally different than fucking Emma Brunson. Bridges all right, but Bridges, he finally came around last night.
Yeah.
Same thing, you know.
He been in the shell. He's been in the shell.
I do love that commercial with DiVincenzo.
Yeah. That was the Villanova squad, man.
Dude, let me tell you what, I was so upset because you had such a chemistry.
Yeah. That was the Villanova squad, man. And it would have got bigger and better.
Let me tell you what, and last year they were hurt.
Yeah.
But could you imagine?
It was nipped up. They were nipped up.
But if they were healthy,
oh man,
this year,
let
me tell you what, that team healthy against the Celtics.
Oh yeah, they would have given a real. But we're gonna see Monday, Charlie. We're gonna see Monday.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Have a good weekend. that's my guy right there. See, look. Me and Charlie used to go to the Knicks game. We were season ticket holders. That's my guy. He's still a night watchman. Look, man, it's levels up here, man. See, look, I got my coordinates, right? You know, the sheep don't know about this. Shout out to WCS. I see you on the building top of the morning. Yeah, that's my guy, Charlie, man. We used to go to all the Knicks games, man. See, it was easier for me to maneuver many years ago, right? Because I didn't have my babies. You know, I didn't have kids, man. When you don't have kids, right? But you see, I was still, even when Nasai was a baby, Nasai been to many Knicks games. I was still going to a lot of Knicks games, man. But when she wasn't born, man, it was mad easy to maneuver, man. You know, you don't got no kids, man. But Nasai used to be at a lot of Knicks games. Me and my man Charlie, that's my guy right there, man. That's my guy, Charlie, man. We had the season tickets, man. We used to make a lot of money, man. A lot of money, man. So when y'all used to see me kicking it with Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire, that's season ticket shit, man. You know, because you were considered like a partner, man. You were considered a partner. They have when you get season tickets, right? They do a lot for you, man. You get a lot of access to different things. They be having like all type of meet and greets at the Masonic temples and shit around the city. You be there kicking with the players. Rest in peace to Anthony Mason. I got to kick it with Mason. Yeah, we was at the bar kicking. That's when, you know, Sauce got, listen, these guys tell stories, but Sauce got experience, man. Sauce got real life experience, man. Yo, WCS, if you still in here, man, yo, you listen, man. I don't know if you seen it, man, but the sheep got taken out for dinner, man. They got taken out, man. They got some dinner. They got some chow. all their narratives. Look, they sold their channel. They sold their channel for some tomahawk steaks. They sold their channel, WCS. They sold their channel. Yeah, look, you know I always got mad special jobs to do, right? I gotta go do this special job, 2 of these special jobs first. And then I gotta go get into this map area right here. It's just one of those days, man. You heard? One of those days. We're gonna get to this motion. Yeah, man, those were the good old days, man. We used to go to all the Knicks games, man. Allen Houston, right? Spreewell, you heard my man talking. Pat Ewing, you heard him? Like, yo, man. Knicks, man. Make a lot of money, man. A lot of money selling Knicks tickets, man. Right? You can make a lot of, yo, even when the Knicks suck, man. Yo, one thing about Knicks tickets, they will always sell. They don't even have to be good. So I know right now, the price of the Knicks tickets is like crazy. Crazy. Like guys in, right? Guys used to be like, yo, man, how you purchase the what's the names, right? This is how you do it. I'm gonna give y'all. I always share the game. Shout out to my man Gumbo, man. 9 months channel member. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that? He said the sheep sold their channels for a plate lunch. Murder! They did, man. That shit is sad, bro. That's why I listen, man. When you carry with real integrity and principles and morals, you're always gonna be a threat, man. Right? When you are awoken, them niggas is this whole week is just exposed the game, man. They all sheep, man. Not 2% of their followers. 2% of the people that listen to them even popped out for Devin. That's why he got booed, man. Dev was getting booed all week. Bill was getting booed all week, man. They were supposed to have 100 soldiers up in there, man. They were supposed to have 100 soldiers in there, man. You heard, right? That shit was open to the public, right? If they channels was really popping, right? Listen, if their channel was really popping, how it was supposed to be popping, yeah, it should have been 300 strong at minimal, man. Yo, minimal. Yeah, they were supposed to have mass soldiers in there on deck. When Dev and Bill was announced, it was supposed to be mass soldiers in there. Yeah, they didn't have nobody in there. They was like, Bill. Yeah, they was like, Bill. They didn't have no. They had no muscle up in there, man. They had no muscle in there, man. That's a bad look, man. Yeah, that's a bad look, man. That's a bad look, man. Yeah, they ain't have. You know why they ain't have no soldiers? You know why they ain't have no soldiers? Cause none of them respectful. Look, I'm not trying to front on them, but none of them niggas is like that, man. They not leaders. They not leaders. They were supposed to be in there. They were supposed to be in there with 100 soldiers, man. Right? It was supposed to be so much support in there for Dev, right? It was free, man. But you know where them niggas was at? You know where they was at? Yeah, them niggas was online. They was all online, right? Yeah, they was all online making P-files and thumbnails and all that. Damn, it's hated on. Yeah, they didn't even go. All the events was free at the Manhattan Center. It was all free. None of them niggas popped out, man. None of them niggas popped out all week. All week they did not pop out for Dev. He got booed, man. The face of boxing got booed, man. And the soldiers that he did have in there, they were sheep. They were sheep, man. That nigga was getting booed, right? Look, right? Look. They was in there. They was supposed to be Team Haney, right? Ryan Garcia, he had more fans in there, supporters, right? Right? Them niggas they don't know nothing about being a PR and all of that, right? They were supposed to have 100 soldiers in there, right? When Earl Spence, right? Listen, when Earl Spence fought Lamont Peterson, right? They had that shit at the Brooklyn Marriott, right? And WCS will tell you how I carry it, right? I had mad niggas in there, right? It was mad niggas in there, right? Screaming Team Spence. I had mad niggas in there, right? I was on my Malcolm X. I was on my Malcolm X, right? It was me. I had my brother with me, right? But I had mad niggas in there, right? I was just in the cut like this, right? They said EJ's name, right? They said EJ's name. I was on my Malcolm X. Remember when dude got beat up? And Malcolm wanted to rally the troops up, and Malcolm walked down to the hospital, right? He walked down to the hospital, and he did like this, and told niggas like this. I was in the cut like this, right? They said, cause shout out to them DC boys. They was in there thick, right? When he fought Lamont Peterson, right? When they announced EJ up in the Marriott, I had niggas in there going in. They was like, Team Spence, word. That's what it was supposed to be like for Devin Haney, man. It was supposed to be like that for Devin Haney, man. Every time they mentioned that nigga's name, they was like former undisputed lightweight champion, the Dream, Devin Haney. It was like, bah! I was like, damn. Where the soldiers at, man? Where the soldiers at, man? Damn, man. That just lets you know, right? All the niggas that sit online listening to them niggas, they ain't even popping out, man. Yo, they ain't even popping out, man. Yo, where was the soldiers, man? Yeah, they had no troops in there, man. They was like, boo, boo, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck. Yeah, they was getting disrespected, man. I was like, ew. I was like, damn. So that means 200, 300 something subs, man. You ain't have one. Yo, you ain't have 20 guys in here. Yo, my nigga, you got 300 something subs. You know why? Yo, all them niggas subs is the dirty side of YouTube boxing, man. They not outside, man. Yo, they not outside, man. They didn't have 10 guys in there, man. They didn't have 10 hitters in there, man. Yeah, that shit was a bad look, man. Yo, Bill, man, fuck it, man. But I know how you did it. That shit is all, that's a tax write-off, man. But yo, Bill, you shouldn't have fed them niggas shit, man. Yeah, you should have took them niggas to Mickey D's and had them niggas get from the dollar menu, man. Fuck that, man. They did a lousy job this week, man. But I get it though. I caught it. You got Danny. Shout out to Danny in the boxing book. He's really Team Haney coverage. Them niggas was Team Bill. That nigga Bill had them niggas like, remember how my man said, I'm gonna get you sucker, right? He said, he said every superhero needs a theme song. Yeah, them niggas was Bill's theme song. Them niggas was Bill's theme song, man. Yeah, they was, Bill had them niggas following him around Times Square like Brownie and Daffy. That's how my dogs be following me, man. Yeah, when I be walking around, that's how my dogs be following me. Yo, they was Daffy and Brownie, man. Yo, Bill had Daffy and Brownie out there, man. They was following Bill around Times Square, man. Yo, I'm done, man. Yo, I'm done, man. Yo, these niggas is leaders, bro. Nah, that ain't it, man. He said, Rolly played BF. He tried to get him on his live. Rolly walked past. Shoo played him, man. He said, what up, champ? He said, what up, champ? Yo, Shoo brushed him, man. Yo, Shoo's from Brownsville, man. Yo, Shoo's from the hood, man. Yo, Shoo felt that nigga's aura, man. Yo, Shoo's from Brownsville. Shout out to the pink houses. Yo, Shoo's from the hood, man. That nigga's aura was nasty, man. That's why Shoo brushed him, man. Yo, Shoo's a warrior fighter, man. Nigga said, what's up, champ? Yo, Shoo felt this aura like, ew, man. And brushed that nigga, man. And brushed him, man. Yo, Shoo straight brushed him, man. Them niggas is creeps, man. Them niggas is the He-Man woman hater creeps, man. That nigga, I seen the live. That nigga, listen, man. It's all type of women walking around them streets of Manhattan. That nigga was looking at the women with disgust. He was looking at the women with disgust, man. I think WCS pointed it out, man. See, a woman to bring out a real nigga's true colors, man. When a man, a heterosexual man, right? You're gonna get a woman hot, right? A real man, right? You get a woman hot. I'm not saying I don't know, but listen, a homosexual man, it's the opposite, man. They don't like women, man, because they are women. They don't like women, man. Right? They see, right? A homosexual man, right? See a woman and be like, look at that bitch, right? That's how your man gave it up. He seen a woman. It was, it's Manhattan, man. The women's is out there. He seen a woman. He was disgusted, man. He was disgusted. He was straight disgusted, man. What you gonna do with this Hollywood? Murder! Yo, Gumbo in here throwing shots, man. Look a shot. Bow, bow, bow. Yo, Gumbo in here firing off the shots, man. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. Listen, man. I was there. I knew my man was different, right? Shout out to Telly. She's no longer with Deontay Wilder. We was at the Brooklyn Marriott. right? When Wilder fought dude, yo, that nigga wrapped his leg around Wilder, fam. I seen this shit. I felt disgusted for Telly. Yo, Telly looked at him like, yo, what are you doing? Because her and Wilder was still together at the time. Yo, look it up, man. If y'all niggas follow that nigga, I bet you that picture's on his page. Yeah, he took a picture with Wilder in the Brooklyn Marriott. Yo, that nigga wrapped his leg, yo, fam. Yo, he wrapped his leg around Wilder, fam. Yo. Yo. I was right there with a couple of my guys, man. I witnessed the whole thing. I was like, man, because listen, I was right there. I was like, yo, this nigga's a groupie, fam. I was like, yo, he's a groupie, man. Yo, he wrapped his leg around Wilder, fam. Yeah, he took a picture with him. Because if you know how Wilder give it up, one thing about Wilder, yo, Wilder's really a people dude, right? Wilder, that's why them niggas took advantage of him, fam. Because they know that, man. Yo, the leeches, all the slime balls, yeah, they took advantage of Wilder. Because they know Wilder's a real dude like that, man. Like, Wilder will fuck with the people. You could walk up on Wilder and be like, yo, champ, whoop, whoopty whoop. Yo, listen, Wilder be with like, now I'm gonna say this, y'all might get mad at me for saying this, right? But a lot of people that's around Wilder, they not official. But one thing I can say about Wilder's official. So Wilder might have niggas around him, and they might try to shun you or brush you off. Yo, Wilder's not gonna do that, man. Wilder's gonna fuck with you. He's gonna hear you out. Cause I remember, shout out to my brother Al, Jersey City, my Puerto Rican brothers, right? Yo, one of his daughters autistic, right? Yo, Wilder jumped on the FaceTime for her, man. Yo, we was all in the Brooklyn Marriott. Wilder jumped on the FaceTime, did the bomb squad, all that. Jumped on FaceTime and got in with his daughter. But that's the type of dude Wilder is, right? But Wilder be having niggas around him, right? That be trying to make like brush niggas off and shit. Wilder be like, nah, fuck that. I fuck with my fans. I fuck with my supporters. Word of mother, Wilder's real like that. Now these niggas know that shit and they take advantage of that shit, man. And you know, that's what happened with Champ. But yo, dude, right? Yo, dude, like, he like clamped his leg on Wilder, right? Yo, I looked at Telly. Yo, she was disgusted, man. Cause that's her man, right? Yo, that nigga clamped his leg on Wilder, fam, and took a picture. I was like, yo, these niggas is different, man. So when I see him with what's in it, I'll be like, yo, I already know. Them niggas ain't official, bro. They is not official, man. He definitely is Hollywood, Gumbo. But we not listen, man, to each his own, man. My only thing is this, right? That's why Shannon Sharpe is getting the backlash he's getting, right? Because, yo, if that's how you move, man, yo, don't hide that shit, man. Because that's why they be getting at you, right? Yo, when niggas know you give it up like that, right? Like, I'm telling you, I don't, if that's how you move, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you prefer, right? But see, listen, when you give it up like that, it's like the video. Remember I played that video with my man, Mano, friend on Hassan Campbell. When Hassan Campbell was with dude, and the dude was clearly a gay dude, right? And Hassan Campbell met up with him or whatever, and he was like, yo, man, yo, you left your wife and kids, right, to go meet up with this nigga, right? You talking about you don't know him? That nigga was gay. Like, yo, niggas gotta stop that shit, man. Yo, if you fuck around with niggas, man, just come out the closet, man. Like that, yo, you gotta stop that shit, man. Niggas be down low, brothers, man. Yo, you gotta stop that shit, man. Like, yo, that's why, yo, the shit that's happening to Shannon, yo, he deserves that shit, man. Cause he be trying to front, man. Like, nah, man, you can't be fronting, man, knowing you be fucking with niggas, man. Like, don't be like that, man. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man. Yo, you can't be on that type of time, man. Hold on, WCS, I got you, man. Oh my God. I'm about to throw some water in this shit, man. Yo, if anybody got that picture, because you know I don't follow a lot of these dudes. But yo, if y'all got that picture, man, send me that picture, man. Yo, he got a, yo, and y'all gonna know I'm official. Yo, he took a picture with Deontay Wilder. Yo, that nigga got his leg wrapped around Wilder, man. Yo, he got his leg wrapped around Wilder. On some Hollywood, what you gonna do with this Hollywood? Oh, yeah, oh, you can't see the dinner, man. Because that dude got you blocked, man. It's on the dude's page that you was going at. He blocked you. They put, yeah, he put, maybe I'll screenshot it and send it to you. It's on his page. I don't think you follow him or he might got you blocked. Because I seen it. Yeah, they sent it to me. Yeah, my people sent it to me laughing. They was like, damn, Shy, you control the narrative. Yeah, look how you got them trying to front. I was like, they ain't fronting. I was like, yo, they exposing themselves, man. I was like, yo, that's what they doing is exposing themselves, man. I was like, they not fronting, man. Because as a grown man, right? Because it's all men. Yo, now that's cool. Y'all breaking bread, but are y'all on salary like Danny? Like I seen Danny do that. Yo, Danny done elevated, man. Danny's on salary. Yo, if you niggas ain't on salary, right? If you niggas ain't on salary, I don't mean, I don't mean like, you know, him throwing you a couple cash apps or super chats from the fake page and all that behind the scenes. I don't mean that, man. I mean like being on salary. Because if y'all on salary, y'all part of DHP, y'all got positions with DHP, yeah, that was what it was right there. That's how it was supposed to be. That would have been considered like a company dinner. Y'all going out, y'all breaking bread. Fight week is winding down. But if y'all just got a meal for y'all services or pushing narratives, y'all played yourself, man. Y'all played yourself respectfully. And the only ones that's mad is y'all. Because y'all got a meal. Like I said, respectfully, y'all getting fucked. Y'all getting fucked, man. But hey, what do I know? I come right up here to the wide spot, right? See this is the safe spot to get the water from right here. Put y'all on. This is the safe spot right here. I come right here and get my water. It's wild here. Hello. Yeah, now you see how I did that, right? You see how I did that, right? Look, when I come here, bust out 25 shorties, look, like this. Yeah. Yeah, you see? Yeah, he told me get that money. I see I cleaned it out real good. See I cleaned that water coming out already. Now this is the best part right here. Now you want it all to flush. Look, show y'all. Let it flush. See now, look, I know it's filled, right? But I let the water run through. Once you start seeing the soup out of here, it's filled.
Yeah, I'm about to do a quick demonstration. And then I'm gonna wrap it up, right? Yeah, you seen Uncle Shannon? Yeah, Shannon Briggs, right? He was showing that he was demonstrating the jab, right? Look, that's your one. Conventional style. But he was showing how to whip it like a towel. Right? One. See the difference? But when you trying to blind them, right? Southpaw, same thing. One. Right? But now look, I'm gonna use the glove to demonstrate. Right? Look. But when I whip it like this, see? See how you blind them? Whip it. Whip it real hard. Whip it real hard. Yo, Shannon was showing that technique yesterday to my man that be out there shooting the fades in California. He out here with Shoo Shoo. Shoo Shoo had him in the hood. And Shannon was breaking that down. I was like, yo, Shannon just gave him a gem. I shared that. But listen, man, I'm about to get the day started. Y'all be blessed. Stay up. Get to your emotion. Never compromise your integrity, man. Don't compromise your integrity, man. Who controls the narratives now? Who controls the narratives? Listen, they can say what they want to say about this right here, but my receipts stamped and certified all over the game. I can never be a sheep, because a sheep is a follower. I am a leader, and I lead by example. Hopefully, you caught this sauce. And to the jealous fan zone guys, aka the motion blockers, aka the guys with no substance, nothing going on. This is God's plan. What God has for me, what God has for you, or what you're cursed to be, you will always be. But what I will be is what I am becoming. Hopefully you caught that sauce. How is the content looking now? Yeah.